Who doesn't dream about being the smartest, the strongest, the fastest? But how about the humblest? The Torah portion of Beha'aloscha tells us that Moshe, the great leader of the Jews, was the humblest person that ever walked the face of the earth. If you think about it, it really is hard to believe. We're talking about Moshe, the man who went head to head with Paro, the king of the greatest nation on earth. We're talking about Moshe, who went up to the heavens and came back to tell us a story. We're talking about Moshe, who experienced Hashem in a way that no human being ever had, face to face. How is it possible that Moshe did not realize his greatness? And more so, Moshe wrote the verse which says that he was the humblest person that ever lived. How can you be humble after writing something like that? I'd like to share with you a story. There was a long-distance swimmer. His name was Bob. Bob had conquered all the greatest challenges, but there was one remaining stretch of ocean that he had not yet attempted. One bright morning, he dove in to the ocean. It was a beautiful day, making a lot of progress. And then the clouds come in, the winds pick up, thunder, lightning. The waves are bigger and bigger, 30 feet tall. He's being thrown around like a little piece of straw. He thinks his end is near. And just when it's over, or at least he thinks it's over, the storm goes away as quickly as it had come. Bob gathers his strength and his confidence, forges forward, and then sharks, great whites, circling around him, getting ready for the kill. Bob is so close, he can see the size of their teeth. He's never been so terrified in his entire life. Just when he thinks it's all over, a pod of dolphins comes to his rescue, warding off the great whites. Bob reaches the shore more dead than alive. When Bob recovers, he goes on the lecture circuit, talking to young swimmers about the dangers of the ocean, but even more so, about its awesome power. Unfortunately, it falls on deaf ears, as these young swimmers can't begin to fathom the power and the awesomeness of the ocean because they have not experienced it as Bob had. Moshe, the great leader of the Jewish people, most certainly knew about his greatness amongst men. But at the same time, Moshe knew on the deepest level about the awesomeness and the power of God more than any other human being could even fathom, because Moshe had experienced God like no man had before him. And therefore, Moshe, like no other man, understood the insignificance and the relative worthlessness of a human being. This is the true humility that Moshe had attained. Next time that we read the Shemona Esrei prayer and we say, Hakel, Hagadol, Hagibar v'Hanoira, Hashem, the great, the mighty, and the awesome, let us focus on those words so that we too can attain some level of true humility.